today we're going to be doing a video on Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 with the RTX 4090, and to start it off we're going to be using 1440p at the ultra settings. So here we are in the settings menu and playing at the ultra preset. Everything is cranked up to its max preset pretty much. There we go. And let's jump into it. Okay, I think we can start it off in New York and we'll see what we can do. Hopefully this runs well. Oh my god, getting 40 FPS right now. Okay, no, I lied. We're sitting in the 60s pretty much, which is actually kind of nice. I mean, for a 4090 it's not nice, but this game is just so crazy, man. Look how good this looks. Wow. And the music too. It's making it sound inspirational. Wow, this looks gorgeous. 60 FPS though. GPU sitting at 40% usage down to 30% usage, and CPU sitting at around 30% as well, which is not ideal, but it is what it is. What can we do? VRAM sitting at 9 gigs and system RAM sitting at 18 gigs. There we have it. I'm playing on keyboard and mouse here, so flying might be a bit difficult. I don't have a flying stick. But I'll try my best, you know. I'll try my best. Alright, let's go and fly away from Central Park to a less congested place. Oh my god, that was so close. I almost crashed. Hold it together. So the FPS should go up a little bit once we leave the actual city. Ideally anyway. I could be wrong. Alright, flying low. Getting a bunch of stutters down to the 30s and 40s. And back up into the 50s and 60s. Wow. This FPS is actually kind of low. I guess it's loading everything in from all the way out here as well. Yo, slow it down, man. I'm going to try to fly a little bit low. Uh-oh. No, dude, come on. No. Alright, I crashed again because I'm bad at flying. Let's go and go to Sydney. This should be a bit better, hopefully. Yep, getting 80 FPS now. Okay, I'm guessing it should be in front of us, right? Yeah, there is the Harbour Bridge. I see it. To the right. And the Opera House as well. Very nice. This feels far smoother, obviously. Sitting at 80 FPS. Wow. Don't stall the plane. Come on. Keep the nose down a little bit. There we go. But yeah, here we are at Circular Quay pretty much. Sitting at 70 FPS up to 80 FPS. Game looks gorgeous as well, like always. Why is the bridge all messed up? Look at this. What? The bridge just ends randomly. There's no cars on the bridge either. That's a bit inconsistent. Look at that. Not fully finished it seems like, but I'm sure they'll get to it eventually. Yeah, look at this, dude. What is this? Not finished at all. It's just flat. Uh-oh. Don't fly. Okay, perfect. Don't stall the plane. Do relax. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, let's go ahead and go out. Head back to New York with frame generation enabled and see what the GPU can do. Now in this section, we were sitting at 60 FPS and occasionally down into the 50s and 40s. But on average, it was the 60s, which is nice. And now we're sitting at 100 FPS up to 130 FPS, which is much better. And I can't really see any graphical issues either with frame generation. Looks just as good as before. Very sharp, very clear. No stutters, which is fantastic. New York looks much more, I guess, completed versus Sydney. We had a lot of 2D images of buildings and even the bridge was still 2D at times, which kind of sucks. But New York, man, this looks great. 120 FPS on average pretty much. Lowest FPS was around 90, I believe, or 100, which is still fine, but it just shows how intensive this game really is. So I'm assuming at 4K, the FPS should be pretty similar to this, but the GPU should be fully maxed out instead of sitting at 60% or 50%. Okay, I think I want to go to Egypt next, but I'll keep FG enabled and see what... Dude, pull up, please. Okay, I can't pull up the plane, man. We're going too quick. Every single time. Alright, here we are at Egypt. Sitting at 190 FPS almost. Wow. 200 maybe? Getting so close to it. Look at those pyramids, man. Wow. 201 FPS so far. 205 FPS actually. So smooth. Come on, plane. Stabilize, please. There we go. Look at the shadows on the pyramids. Look at the detail. The Sphinx. Let's see it from up close. Can I do it? I mean, I tried, okay? That's As low as I can get pretty much. Look how big the city is too. Oh my god. Goes forever it seems like. But yeah, as you guys can see, it really depends on where you are and where you're flying pretty much. In New York, you're going to be sitting at 120 FPS pretty much on average. But somewhere simpler like Egypt, you're going to be sitting at 170 FPS up to 200, which is much better. Okay. I think it's time for us to move on to 4K and see what we can do. Okay, let's jump into it. And back in New York, we're playing the game at 4K ultra settings. 40 FPS, what happened? Hello? Come on game, pick it up. Why is that truck floating? Look at this truck. What is it doing? Hold on a second, can I... Yeah, look at it. Look at it go. That's so funny. But yeah, sitting in the 60s, GPU sitting at 80% usage, VRAM is nearly at 10 gigs of usage as well. System RAM sitting at 17 gigs, so not too different from 1440p. And now flying with frame generation enabled, we are sitting at 111 FPS. GPU is fully maxed out as well. I think beforehand, it was sitting at like 80% usage with FG enabled at 1440p. But 4K, look at that, 100% usage pretty much. Much better. No, stop stalling. Thank you, AI. Saving the day once again. The AI is flying into a building. I'm not in control. What is the AI doing? Whoa! Alright, flying through Egypt. No DLSS or frame generation. We are sitting at 80 to 90 FPS. GPU is pretty much maxed out, sitting at 90% to 96%. But even then, we are being bottlenecked occasionally. So on average, we're sitting in the 80s and 90s. But as you can see, once we fly towards the city, the FPS will fall down into the 70s and 60s because of the CPU. The GPU is now down into the 80s as well. So we obviously have a bit of headroom to go. Alright, let's enable FG, turn back around, and fly towards the pyramids again. And now using frame generation, GPU is fully maxed out, and FPS is now sitting at 120 instead of the 70s. So a massive FPS increase. The game looks gorgeous still, and no graphical issues that I can see. Okay, let's turn back around, fly towards the pyramids. Don't stall the plane, please. Game. Thank you, there we go. What's up with this road? Is this normal? I guess it is, right? No, it can't be. What a weird hill. Just out of nowhere. So once we leave the city, the FPS should climb back up to the 140s and 150s. And it slowly is. 138, 139, and 140. There we go. So yeah, your FPS really depends on where you're flying to. Outside of the cities, it's a very easy game to run. But once you fly into those more densely packed cities, you'll see the FPS fall down quite quickly. Alright, I think that's about it. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. And I'll catch you guys next time for the next video. See you guys there.